Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. One more time. Everybody. Solidarity forever. Solidarity.
Retired Dave here. Retired Dave here. Retired Dave here. Retired Dave here. Well, retired Dave here. Getting ready to participate in a protest against an American employer called DJ Composites for locking out our members now for almost 2 years. So we have a meeting tonight, and based on the information provided by Miss Haley McCormick, I've decided that I am to go try and videotape some of this stuff and let people know. I will update this accordingly.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. As Dane said, I'm Ignatius Oram, plant chair of DJ Composites. There's a lot of familiar faces here tonight, but I would like to welcome the rest of our family. Thank you. For those of you, it's your first time on the Rock, welcome to the Rock. Welcome to Gander. And we hope your stay here is as awesome as each and every one of you. We started this journey December 19th, 2016, when DJ Composites locked us out. And for any one of you here tonight that's ever walked the picket line, you understand.
Oh, yeah.
But do you understand walking the picket line for 21 months?
Well.
So that's what we had to face here in Gander. That's what we still face here today. But seeing this solidarity here tonight, our family come as one. And that's what it's all about. We support each other. We might be a small unit of 30 people, but boy, I tell you, we got the heart of a lion right now. So anyway, whatever happens, happens. Like, we know in our heart that our union was there to support us. They had our back. And we'll fight to the bitter end. And I want to thank you, each and every one of you again, for coming here for the solidarity action with us. Thank you.
Day 2 of the strike, though, they managed to take down the American flag, put up the uniform flag, made it pretty clear that scabs weren't going to cross the picket line, and it was sort of an exciting day. We were there at 4 a.m., and that's a pretty early time, and it was rather chilly, to put it mildly. And we're there till about 4, going back again at 7 o'clock at night. And that was yesterday.
Scab Busters Part 3. Because our union has taken the principled position that scabs ought not to exist anywhere. They ought not to exist in Gander. They ought not to exist in Newfoundland. They ought not to exist anywhere in Canada. This call is to the politicians around the country. This is what you have caused. Because by a single stroke of the pen, our members could have been back to work 646 days ago. But as we take a look at how things have unfolded, and you know how proud I am to take a look behind me, to no longer see the American flag, but to see because what we've got here is an American employer with a right to work for less mentality that doesn't only represent the union, but clearly doesn't respect its own employees. It's about profit before people, and we frankly have had enough about it all. And here's what really disgusts me, is we've got the Premier, Dwight Ball, who has been completely missing in action. And his government has made a decision and the Labor Minister, by their comments today, have made a decision that they are supporting an American employer that is violating every law that they have here in the province, an employer that has been found guilty twice of bargaining in bad faith and has more respect for the scabs than they do for the honest working people of Newfoundland and Labrador. And I say to the white ball, you don't have any respect for us, and so we're clear we don't have any respect for you. People have choices. We have choices of the politicians that lead our nation, that lead our provinces. We have choices about the labor legislation within our communities. And you see, tonight is about frustration, but tonight is about commitment. And tonight is about us changing the landscape in this province. And it's about letting the white ball know that you are completely useless and we're sick and tired of you. So now we need to take a look at how we move forward. Because the objective of today, tomorrow, the day after that, the day after that, the day after that, is to bring DJ Composites back to the bargaining table. Those people that have yelled and screamed and have criticized us over the Meet the Scabs video, I say to you, can you imagine just before Christmas being locked out by your employer and you're watching for 646 days somebody drive through the picket line, taking the food off your table, taking the food off the table for your kids, and somehow you are going to feel any sympathy for them as opposed for those that are standing on a line as a result of being locked out. So for those of you that have criticized us, I say sit down with the Dwight Balls of the country and hold your head in shame. So sisters and brothers, we're not going anywhere. Lack of respect to our union and our members at DJ Composite here in Gander. So, we called a party here in Gander. So you know what? Let's get at it, sisters and brothers. Thank you all so much for being here. We can't do this without you.
Day 3 of the strike, or I guess of the lockout, to be honest, where our members have been locked out now for some 647 days. President of the Newfoundland Federation of Labor, and of course the national president, Jerry Diaz, spoke today. There is great concerns here about the government's inaction, allowing this strike to go on, or this lockout, I should again say, go on for now for some 647 days, where 30 families have been locked out and starved out while scabs work. Clear message coming out today: no more scabs are going into that workplace. So we will soon see what's going on. Again, weather's sort of not too great. So right now it's raining outside, so I come and sit in the car because I'm old. That's Retired Dave out for today.
My name is Donna Fretwell. I'm one of the members here at DJ Composites on the Lockout. This has been quite an experience for the past 21 months, being locked out due to all kinds of weather and our employer treating us with no respect by hiring scabs to replace us in doing our work. To see this since Wednesday, everybody coming together right across Canada to show us support, it's been overwhelming and touched our hearts in a very big way, and we will never be able to say thank you enough for the people coming and for our union, Unifor, for what they have done for us. My family, they've stood by me. They've shown me a lot of support, and whatever we do, whatever, they say yes, go for it, and to stay one day stronger. So it's been great.
Once more on Friday morning, and it's a balmy, beautiful day here in Gander, Newfoundland. I guess 4 now here of the Lockout. Yesterday was certainly interesting and I think successful. A fence up around the plant. They dropped down a stage, don't know what that's for. And quite frankly, they're looking at 1 day longer, 1 day stronger, and no scabs getting in. So here we are getting ready to go out to the picket line. Just seeing what today brings.
My name is Roger Lee. I'm a retiree out of Local 1451 in Kitchener, Ontario. It's an automotive plant that's no longer there, but our retirees are still active. And the main reason I'm here is to support the workers here in Gander, because what they've done to the workers here is an absolute crime. That injunction's against the union here, but the real injunction should be against this company that's here. And this is a battle I think that the labor movement has to win. It's a battle for all people in labor, not just the people here. The people on the picket line here are real heroes in my mind. And just to be here to support them is the least that I can do. My great-grandkids, what kind of a future are they going to have if we let companies like DJ Composites do what they're doing to the people here? It's just the tip of the iceberg. If we let them away with it here, they'll try to get away with it everywhere because corporate greed got no end.
Saturday morning, day 5 of the action regarding the lockout of our members here. Talking to a number of our members, their spirits are up because of the support they've got. Still have around 400 people on the line at different points of the day. People are scheduled to go home next week, but they're also flying more people in from across Canada to continue with the support. That's the big issue, is that it'll be 1 day longer, 1 day stronger, and we don't go away.
La section locale 4511 du Newfort, on représente 1600 membres de la région de Montréal, des concessionnaires automobiles. On a 71 unités de négociation avec nous. Pour nous, c'est important d'être ici, supporter les gens de DJ Composites, parce que les batailles qui sont menées ailleurs ont un impact sur les batailles qu'on mène partout au Canada. On a vécu, nous aussi, des lockouts et des conflits de travail au Québec, dans notre section locale. Puis les gains qui ont été faits dans nos combats ont pu être transposés dans les autres combats. C'est ce qui va arriver ici aussi. La bataille de DJ Composites va avoir un impact à l'échelle canadienne. C'est pour ça que c'est important de les supporter. Il y a pas les victoires qu'on gagne ici, c'est des victoires pour tout le monde. C'est la bataille de tout le monde au Canada.
Well, here it is, 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, back here at the picket line. Court should be with the rulings today, in which case we'll see how things change or don't change after that. So far, everything's been peaceful on the picket line, which I guess is a good thing.
My name is Edward Tennant, and I'm from Toronto, local 414. It's important for me and my family to be here because it's important to give back. I've had a lot of people in this movement give to me, teach me, take time and patience with me to let me understand the love and what it takes to hold up another brother. And I'm here to take that. Hopefully I'll be paid in court.
The October the 3rd, the courts found the union in contempt of the injunction order from May of 2017, and the judge did not order the removal of picketers. However, I think the scabs thought that they were going to get an escort by the police into the plant this morning and showed up at the west gate. There was probably about 100 uniform members who said, no, you're not coming in. As a result, they did eventually leave.
I'm Josh Coles, Director of Political Action and Membership Mobilization at Unifor, and you're here in Gander, Newfoundland with your family resisting Kansas and an American company who's trying to crush the spirit of Gander and its employees. So what we did here, we had a long lockout and a long battle, but the battle for most of the time was about 30 people, and they were alone. And when they're alone and when they're small, they were weak and they weren't able to beat back the Americans very well. So what we did is we mobilized 480 people from across Canada, and each one of us have a collective responsibility to look after each other. An injury to one is an injury to all for one for all, whatever other cliche you want to use. You're much stronger when you're bigger and when you're united. So we flew in 480 people, rented 190 cars and about 200 hotel rooms or so, and then put on a 2-week pressure here to make sure that nobody got into the plant. So no more management, no more scabs, no more supplies, no more oil, no more nothing. And out of that 2 weeks of pressure, suddenly this 2-year battle became to a head, and we won, and we got a deal that the members can accept. And now today, when you turn the camera here, we're taking down the fence that we put up because, you know, fences are good.
On Thursday, October the 4th. Good news yesterday. With the assistance of the Premier of the province, DJ Composites, has agreed to binding arbitration and the end of the use of scabs. That we are maintaining some form of picket presence, and we'll be waiting for another announcement, but things seem to have settled down, and that stupid company lost.
I'm Denise Cokes. I've been locked out of work for 654 days. We're going to binding arbitration. We spent 21 months on this picket line. As you can see, this is our shack. Words cannot describe how I feel. 21 months has been a long time. We faced winters, some freezing rain, and we had hot summer this year. But to knowing that our government stepped in to help the union get us to arbitration. Within a couple more months, hopefully I'll be back to work.
One day longer! One day stronger! One day longer! One day stronger! One day longer! One day stronger! Whose plan? Our plan! Whose plan? Our plan! Whose plan? Our plan! Whose plan? Our plan!